Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 teaser pictures and teaser trailer. So first of all, I like to get this thing off my chest. I'd like to try and debunk the fact that there's probably just going to be only one animatronic. I'm not just going to say, oh, you see the Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy in it, so in the trailer, so there must be more than one. No, I'm going to be using the box. That's three things I want to say about the box. One, I was right, it's not the puppets box. Two, Toy Freddy's in there, because where I said Freddy was, turns out actually there's a bit of red on the hat, so it's Toy Freddy. And three, I think Foxy's in there. I think that's because you can see his hook, and there's a huge emphasis on the box. Like, why is it in your room? And why was it like the centerpiece of the second teaser picture? I think it's going to work as in you have to lower the camera, or however the camera's going to work, and you have to check the box every now and again so you don't see him get out. Now that actually be also creepy too, see him climb up the box. Whether you'd have like stages which you can have him reset, I don't know, maybe, but like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, except he has like the different stages, but when he gets to his final stage, you can't reset and it attacks you. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's how it work. We won't know until the game comes out. But yeah, I think Foxy's in the box, and that debunks the fact that there might only be one animatronic, and also, really, that'd be just too easy. Just one. Well, here is the three original. I think they are gonna be in it because, like I proven that there's more than one. You can see Bonnie. His eye actually turns towards you, which means he must be active. And you may be wondering, well, where are they gonna fit? Well, I think there's more than just the horror bit. I think there's a pizzeria as well. Well, I think this part is probably a pizzeria because look at it. There's an arcade game down there. It's decorated with pizzas. It looks all nice and friendly with the little stars at the top. Would you think that'd be part of a horror attraction? No. And if you look at the map, there's only one doorway into your room. Now, that seems a bit too easy. You just look at the one door. Foxy's beside the door, and the hallway outside the door, there's just a door left of it. Well, if you're in the office left, there's a door, and there's also a starting position. So I think that's the horror bit. And you go through that door, and you're in a nice pizzeria. You go through, and you're all hungry. And you're like, oh, that was terrifying. You see these singing animatronics, and you're like, oh, this seems nice. I might sit down. I might cheer me up after that horrible experience. So, and I think that pizzeria ended up coming on your right side because we don't know what's on the right side. So, in my opinion, there's probably a pizzeria. Like, it's the extra way to get money. They pay to come in, experience the horror, find out there's a pizzeria, pay pizza and all that. They stop and they say, oh, why don't we get dinner here or something. Or if it's a party, they go through the horror zone and then go to the pizzeria. It makes sense business wise as well. And it'd be a place for the animatronics. This description, basically I just want to show that there's nowhere in there says that they're just mainly making a horror place. It says that they want to revive the legend of the place, so they have the horror part as well, because there has been a long experience of horror in the place that some of the original ones, the weirder ones from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, they said that the phone guy said that they were scrapped for toy ones because one of the reasons was because they were too scary. So yeah, it just says that the owners of Five Nights Freddy Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction, are determined to revive the legend, but doesn't necessarily say that it's just going to be uh, a horror attraction, and also says they went to great lengths to find anything that might have survived decades of neglect and ruin. Now, I think that is from like one of the really early ones because it says 30 years after Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed. Now, some people just literally thought it was they were talking about the first game, but as we found out, there's probably like 3, 4. So, the yellow thing could have been from there. Now, whether or not it's Golden Freddy is up to interpretation. We won't really know until the game comes out. I know it says the attraction has only one animatronic. Maybe they're just talking about the horror attraction, because that would be the attraction, and the pizzeria would be the pizzeria, and you'd have the singing band. I don't know. Yeah, first they saw like the box full. I guess it says that they saw empty shells. I think that's the toys, a hook. That was the Foxy, and one old paper plate doll. And I think that's the paper plate that moves around. And then they probably discovered that demonic thing that you are against. Okay, so this is the new camera. Now, as you can see on the top right corner, you can see this big, huge blue bar. Now, I think that it's going to be for switching between this horror place and the pizzeria, because you don't see it when the camera is lowered in the office. And there might be some other things like raising over the camera. I don't know. This isn't really the final version of the game. As you can see in the camera, you can see in the right, you can see the yellow camera, the yellow box. That's the one he's on. The person's on, and there's white rings around it. The white rings. Now that might like sort of be another indication that your yellow dude is there, or it might be something more. Maybe it has to do with that Foxy head. I don't know. Since I've proved that, I've probably proved that Foxy is in your office already. Wait in the box. Now, as you can see, the map layout is sort of linear. Like there's a on the top right of the map, you can see the little door with an arrow in. Beside that is Camp 10, and then right, like I said, like left of where you are is the bottom right. Just Camp 11, and just below that, there's just a mysterious door. Where does that go? I think that, like I said, I think that goes to the pizzeria, and that blue bar shows all the cameras there. How I think the yellow guy is gonna work is that he's gonna be like Freddy from the old game. Since it's like sort of linear, I think you have to check on him, but you can sort of like see like sort of shortcuts, like they skip some hallways. I think that it's gonna be a bit of luck depending on whether he's gonna take a shortcut or not. So some nights he might go the long way, some nights he might go the short way. I don't know. I'd love to see him on 20 mode. It's gonna be pure luck. And yeah, I'd love to see the 20 mode on this game, because not only do you have to check pizzeria, but you have to check this too, and you have to lower the camera and check Foxy. Who is he? There's a lot of possibilities. One possibility is Purple Guy, but I don't think so. People say this because there's a screenshot where you see this text but in purple, so people automatically think, oh, it's Purple Guy. But it's not really much evidence, because one, the things in the trailer says he's always back, but there's not really much like uh, uh, reference to Purple Guy in the first game, and there's a theory that Purple Guy is just probably the Amtron's perception on adults. He could also be Phone Guy because he's been there since the restaurant before the one in the second one, and he's been there ever since. And the special place could be the reference to that he was killed and stuffed into a suit, and maybe the one he was stuffed into was the yellow guy in this one, but I really don't think so. Uh, he could also be referencing Golden Freddy because I think Golden Freddy might have been there since Fazbear's Family Diner. Maybe he was the main attraction, but I don't think he's the yellow dude as well, because I think the yellow dude could be Golden Bonnie, because it looks like Bonnie a bit, like sort of like Bonnie, not exactly like the Bonnie from Five Nights at One, and because it also has ears, and it also says that they went to great lengths to find it, so he could have been like hidden like Golden Freddy, like the ghost like Golden Freddy and Hard Find. Maybe they wanted all of them to be yellow, and Fazbear's Family Diner for some reason closed down. They brought the suits to the pizzeria afterwards before Five Nights 2. The Golden Freddy suit was used by the killer. The fifth child could be stuffed into the Golden Bonnie. Now it's haunted. Now it's trying to kill you in this one. So I think he probably refers to that child who is yellow dude in this one. This guy could have been here for a long time. We just didn't know. So this is the new sort of mechanic in the game. It's a system reboot device. You got three things to reboot: audio, camera, ventilation. Audio is obvious. You need to reboot it so you can like sort of hear them coming when you're like checking others. Camera, you'll need to use that to check Golden Bonnie. I'm gonna be calling him going by the yellow guy because I sort of came up with that theory sort of just like the last point when I was talking about who he was, who he is. When it says like he does this which basically who's he. And then there's ventilation. Now I don't think ventilation is going to be like, oh, you're going to run out of oxygen because it's a huge place, and now I'm just going to basically just suck up all your oxygen. You're not going to be like, the ventilation's off, quick, inhale all the oxygen, because it can't. And there's probably cracks in like the door, like little holes for like air to get in, and you're not going to be poisoned. Like if there was poison in this place, the public would not be allowed to enter. They would not allowed to enter, and after the first cleansing, it's not going to come back. There's no secret pipe pumping in toxins. This place isn't run by Gladys. How I think it's going to work, I think like there's going to be the ventilation going to have like huge gusts of air going through it. So I think it's going to be used to prevent the toy animatronics from getting into your office. I think that you might be able to use cameras to check before they get into the vent, and while they're in the vent, and I think you have to like use the ventilation to prevent from getting through the vents. And then I don't know whether you get to see the vent in your office or not. We have to wait till the game comes out. Like there's a reason why it'd come and kill you, because it's probably for the heads, that just the box with the heads inside the room. And then they see you with the heads and probably think you're the one who took their heads, so they kill you out of pure revenge. And so yeah, they want their heads, find you with the heads, think you took their heads to kill you. So that makes sense. Like you can see that they can crawl through vents, so it makes sense. It'd be adding more animatronics on, so that's what I think. That's pretty much everything. Purple guy's floating by. As you can see his foot right now. Now he's left. Oh, he's not left yet, but until there's more information, I'll end it off here, and I will see you all next time. Hope you have a good day.